Mike. William. one here is not. So we are saying batteries are running. Yeah.
ITTF-Africa Championship, Accra 2026. The under-19 boys singles round of 32. Michael Mensah playing against Wisdom Agbetogolo. They've already played 4 matches. Michael lead currently 5-2. The main score is 2-1 in favor of Michael. Wisdom serves. That was a good defensive work coming from Wisdom. Wisdom, the Togolese man, not giving up, doing all that he can to make sure that he takes the game to the decider. He serves again. It's a lead ball. A point for Michael. Michael went for a toss spin. Unfortunately fails to land the ball. It's a point against him. Good pushes coming from both parties. Towel break for Wisdom. Wisdom. Michael, the man with yellow top. A good block coming from Michael. Michael recently, last 2 years was in Algeria, the African School Games, having taken bronze medal. Another counter loop coming from Michael. Nice exchanges, a point for Michael. The ITTF-Africa Youth Championship at the Botiman Sports Complex, Accra. The under-19 round of 32. Michael lead is 10-6. Wisdom save. And that is the end of the road. Our gentleman Wisdom Agbetogolo for Togo. Michael move 6 inches of the under-19. And that is his coach. So I have been informed as I said, I have been informed that it's best of 7. So they are not done yet. Michael Mens, 6th match, a lead ball. Wisdom may need to play all out above himself if you want to move to the next of the competition. As it stands now, that was a good toss spin coming from Wisdom. Powerful shot coming from Michael Mensah. Good service coming from Michael. Side back service. Well by Michael, unfortunately. Wisdom throw to receive the ball. Wisdom fighting back. Stronger and better. It takes another point. They move the score to 2-5. Slow toss spin with 2 more spins. just love how these boys are moving, fighting all that they can, thinking about themselves. Can Michael win this game? I can see the Togolese coach doing all that he can, motivating Wisdom to keep playing. He shouldn't give up. What a wonderful drive coming from Michael Mensah. It was a good block from Wisdom. But Michael was so fast to drive the ball. A long serve from Michael. Wisdom in trouble here. So it's the end of the game. Best of 5. Final score: Michael 4, Wisdom Agbatoglu 1. It's the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship, Accra 2026, at the Botiman Sports Complex. And the match we just witnessed was the match between Michael Mensah and Wisdom Agbatoglu. Michael from Ghana and Wisdom from Togo. We are live from the Botiman Sports Complex, Accra, for the under 15 girls singles. Table 1, round of 16. Dalila Magoo versus Juanita Bote. Dalila from Egypt and from Ghana. It's Egypt versus Ghana. After Ghana making history in the men's doubles with Israel Clay and Juanita Bote. This time flying the flag, soloing the under 15 girls singles, round of 16. She faces Dalila Magoo of Egypt, and the stakes are high. A win here put any of the players to the round of 1A stage. The game so it's 5-4, the main score in the best of 7 encounter. Players playing cautiously. Nice exchanges by both parties, and it was a point for Juanita Bote of Ghana. Another good push coming from Juanita. Juanita having played for Ghana national senior team. Also a silver medalist in the African Hope Championship 2-3 years ago. And today she leads the national under 19 girls team for this Africa EU Championship hosted by Ghana. Another good push is trying to lock Dalila, preventing her from attacking. Her defensive work working perfectly for her. That was the nice horseman coming from Dalila. That put a smile on her face and the coach as well. It says 8. Good exchanges. Dalila trying to use the forehand side of Juanita, but she's always aware of those pushes and drives. Juanita take that point again. Very composed. That was good pushes. And Dalila doing all that she can to prevent Juanita from winning this game. It's 10-7. Juanita will serve again. Another forehand topspin coming from Dalila. The coach giving signals from the back, making sure that she closed the game up. I just like the composure of Dalila. It's 9-10. Can she take another point? That is the end of the first match. Juanita takes the first point. In an interview, she said she wants to be at the semi-final stage and at least win another medal for Team Ghana. The supports are massive. She's aware how dominant this Egyptian team has been for the past 10 years. At any given time, they can change the game. Coach Robert Amate giving instruction to Juanita. The 14-year-old Juanita playing against Dalila of Egypt. The second game already started. Dalila has started so well, blocking every ball coming from Juanita. That was good exchanges. In the best of 7 encounter. It's 1-1 for the main score. This match is going to be a very interesting match. Both parties are attackers, so we expect more rallies. Powerful toss. Spin coming from Juanita Bote of Ghana. Delilah is a fair girl with black top and down, representing Egypt. Nice exchanges. Delilah takes that point and moves her score up. Juanita Bote with green top and black down. Nice exchange again. She takes that point. Move the score up. And that will be very important for players. I don't know what to do by Juanita. Very interesting. Dalila trying to lock Juanita from moving to the forehand side, making it difficult for her to unspeed. Variety in her spins. Excellent placement from Dalila. Egyptian queen. She's taking 3 points on a row. What can better do? It's a lead ball. The Empire signaling. Juanita. A good block coming from Dalila. That was a good chop block coming from Juanita. But unfortunately, lost the second ball, and it's a point against her. Dalila from Egypt will save. Nice exchanges, and Juanita takes that point. I must say this is a very interesting match. On Thursday, Ghana defeated Egypt in the men's doubles in the under 15 category. Yesterday in the semi-finals, they were defeated again by Ghana. So Dalila is not going to give room for another disappointment. But the question is, will Juanita allow Dalila to win this game? Especially on her own home ground. Nice control, nice game. Good movement coming from Dalila. She win the second game, and it's 2-2. As I initially said, the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship Accra 2026. Dalila defeats Juanita for the second game. The leader takes the win to advance her point. It is a tough battle for Juanita. Begin the third match. Juanita starts so well. She takes the first punch and serve again. Another good point. Forehand toss spin coming from Juanita. Very composed and calm. Good defensive work with Last attack coming from Juanita. She takes that point and move the score to 3. Love. That was good top spin with a follow-up. Coming from Dalila. So now takes her 4 points. The change service Juanita will serve. Another point taken. Dalila quite surprised with missing that ball. She goes for towel break. Regroup. Think of what to do next. What can I do to win this match? She takes the ball again. She serves. Powerful topspin coming from Dalila. Good pushes, but a point for Dalila. Another point taken. The lead ball. When the ball touches the net and lands on the opponent table, there is a call for a let, meaning the players will have to serve again. Good rise, good placement coming from Dalila. She moved the score up 6-4. Another smash coming from him. The Ghanaian coach have a lot to do after this game. Maybe. That was a good block coming from Juanita. On the screen, it's 7-5, but I believe that the Deketa score is not moving good, so it's now 7-6, as I was expecting. Point taken by Dalila, it's 8-6. She saves. Good defensive coming from Juanita. Another point taken. She takes 3 points on a roll, bringing the score up 8-8. Another forehand topspin, making it 4 points. She takes this point and moves the score up to 8-10. Good defensive coming from Juanita. Taking 5 points. Wonderful performance from the young Ghanaian. Putting pressure on Dalila. Save balls are good, but when the opponent gets it well, with attacks become deadly. A point taken. So a let ball. There is another ball. At the court of that was good anticipation coming from Juanita. For now, it's a win. The best of 7, the third match For Juanita, players are allowed to see their coaches after every game. So Juanita, in the best of 7, the Ghanaian star sealed another win after a tough round. Dalila starts well in the 4th game. She takes the first point. Another point taken by Dalila. Love 2 in favor of Dalila. So beautiful from Dalila. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. There's no space for sleeping when it comes to knockout stage. Another caution coming from the Empire to Juanita Bote. So a point given. It's a point given to Dalila. She was won at the initial stage. So just good blows coming from Juanita again. Dalila, little surprised with the blocking coming from Juanita. Wow, beautiful exchanges. Africa got talent. Egypt got talent. Ghana got talent. Nice exchange from both parties. It's a point for Dalila. She moves her score up to 5-1. Another point taken. This is the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship Accra 2026 at the Botiman Sports Complex. Under 15 singles run of 16. It's a lead ball at the court of table 2. Empire pause the game to allow them to return the ball to table 5. So Jonathan will serve again. Beautiful exchanges. Backhand drives, backhand loops, a point for Juanita. The Ghana star fighting, playing above herself. It's a knockout stage, best of 7 encounter. That was a good service coming from Dalila of Egypt. And she takes that point to move her score up 7-2. Another good toss spin coming from Dalila. She leads comfortably, taking 5 points on a row. Can it be a comeback for Star Girl? The Ghanaian star, she takes that point. A caution coming from the Empire. She alerts the coach of Dalila to return the towel from where it was. We have international umpires doing the best to officiate the match fairly. So beautiful. So now we take a look at the score on the screen. The first game, Juanita won 11-9. Dalila moved the score, brings it up to 11-5, making it 1-1. Then Juanita bounced back to win 11-9. In the 4th game, Dalila just won so easily. I must say that it was a little easy for her looking at the score, 11-3. Players with their coaches to take some instructions. Players return to the table. Donita will serve. Nice exchanges. One may have to turn to give her a full loop. It's a point for Dalila of Egypt. The main score is 2-2. What a game, what a rally. Wonderful reflection coming from both parties. But at the end, it was a point for Dalila of Egypt, moving the score up to 2-0. A nice disguise. Block shot coming from Juanita. She takes that point and moves the score up a little. That will serve 2-1. Good pushes. A good push for Dalila. Move the score up 3-1. Good pushes again. Vanita. The left ball. Vanita will serve again. That was nice exchanges. Vanita logged. Dalil from moving to the forehand side. Is that point? The point. She serves. Nice exchanges. Point for Dalila. Serves again. 4-3. Egyptian Queen pushing the Ghanaian star from the backhand side to the forehand side, preventing her from call up. I have been informed that under 15, the round of 16 is best of 5 encounter. Whoever wins this match qualifies to the next round of the competition. The Ghanaian coach Robert Amate, was for timeouts right after changing tables. Dalila of Egypt lead 6-3 from the second game. This was 2-2. Dalila done. Return to the table. This second was a good push coming from Inter. Takes that point. That is a fantastic block coming from Juanita. Change service. And I believe it's 7-5 correct from the scoreboard is 7-5. Juanita will serve. Power break coming from Dalila. That was very important to regroup and assess yourself within that short period of time to change your game. That's an egg ball coming from Jonita. A painful one. Jonita taking 3 points. 8-6. Four points on a roll from the Ghanaian Queen, Juanita Bote. And the coach of the just call for a time up. The knee says the player advises on what to do on the table. There's no room for that second. Change the game. Whoever wins this game qualifies to the 1A stage of the under 15 girls singles. So much pressure on youngster Jonathan Botel. The bulls expect more from her. She's done so well qualifying the team doubles to the final stage, and now she fights for herself in the singles. Another good defense from Jonathan Botel of Ghana, taking 5 points. It was 8-3. She's taking 5 points to make her 8-8. And make up when he's coming from Jonathan Botel. Neela takes that points. It's 8-9. Good save coming from Jonathan Botel. She also moves her up. Chin save. Double break. Pressure on both parties. Nice exchanges. Control game from both. Africa is proud. Egypt is proud. Ghana is also proud. Nice exchanges. Point for Jonathan. That was a good time, but she missed that point. And now 10-10. Dalila takes that point. Can she make up herself, utilize it, and progress for the next stage of the competition? She will serve 11-10. What an exchange! What an exchange! Fear, panic on the side of Egyptian Queen. I was expecting the encounter and the smash coming from her, but she played control game and put against her. That was a fearless drive coming from the Egyptian Queen again. Dalila. She moved the score up again, 12-11, sorry. Another nice exchanges. A smile on Dalila's face. Very surprising indeed. She thought it was all done. Janetta bounced back. Control the game perfectly well and move the score up to 12-12, she says. Never stop moving Janetta. She's doing all that she can to win this game. It's 13-12 again. Another deadly tossman coming from Jonathan Botel of Ghana, who is going to win this game and move to the 1A stage. It's 13-13. The whole stadium is electric. Good defensive work coming from Dalila. Good defensive work coming from Dalila. She takes the point up again, 14-13. Another point taken again. Danida A point for the Egyptian player Dalila. She moved the score up again 15-14. That is the end. As I said, that is the end. It is the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship Accra 2026. And the 15 girls singles best of 5. Dalila Magub defeat opponent Jonathan Botoy. What a battle. Dalila dug deep and the fifth and deciding game to book a spot in the round of 1-8. It went full this time, but the Egyptian showed her composure when it might be used. And I am your commentator, Francis Owusu-Mensah. A massive improvement. It was a 50-50 game. And Dalila took advantage to the next round of the competition. We're bringing you more. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. It's 8 minutes to 12. And on the screen is the match between Joseph Sibatindra of Uganda and Israel Akli of Ghana. The under 15 boys and girls round of 16 best of 5 encounter. It's a live match from the Boteman Sports Complex, Accra, the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship. We've got a cracker coming up on the table one. Ghana versus Uganda. Israel 2-3 years ago won the ITTF-African Hope Challenge. And Joseph, this year, ITTF Hope Challenge hosted by Ghana, he also won it. The crowd is behind Israel Akli. The whole and to keep his historic run going. So that is the warm-up stage for the two parties. A minute or two is given for them to warm up before they begin the match. Israel Akli on green top and Joseph Sebatindra also on blue top. Israel takes the 4 points. He serves again. Good serves, good composure coming from the Ghana side. Israel Akli. He utilized all his service. It's a lead ball coming from the Empire, demanding good service from both parties. Another point taken by Israel Akli off guard. Up again, 0-3. That was a straight shot coming from Joseph. Chain serve, he serves 4-1. What control. Good toss spin with a follow-up shot. Joseph serves 2-4. Good anticipation. Joseph serves a short back swing serve with a follow-up backhand drive. Let's coming from the Empire. It's a point for Israel Akli. He sells 5-3. Another deadly forehand smash coming from Israel Akli. He takes the point again. (6-3). That was an edge ball. A good point, of course. For Joseph, chain serve, he will serve 4-6. Good movements. Powerful toss spin from Joseph. He takes the That's what a beautiful serve coming from Joseph. So it's 6-6. Another good drive coming from Joseph. Joseph have taken 3 points in succession, making it 6-7 in his favor. A good serve coming from Israel Ackley. He moved the score up, making it 7-7. Joseph Sabatindra's forehand is a no-going area. He's playing so well. Another counter coming from Joseph Sabatindra of Uganda. That is a good loop from Israel Ackley. Israel having played for the Ghana under 12, Ghana under 15, Ghana senior national team. But he's just 13 or 14 years old. The future is bright for Ghana. Sabatindra, 11 years old, and playing for under 15, a massive improvement in the Uganda Table Tennis Federation. They're doing so well. A good point taken by Israel Ackley. It's 10-9. Nice exchanges, and Israel Ackley takes that point, making it 10-10. Powerful block coming from Israel Ackley. He serves 11-10, and Israel win the first game. That was a good drop ball coming from Israel Ackley. The Ghanaian youngster in the best of 5 encounter in the ITTF and the 15 boys single. Round of 16, win the first game. 12-10. Players allowed to see their coaches to take tactical advice and instructions. Can Joseph bounce back, regroup and win the second game? Or can Israel Ackley of Ghana keep dominating and progress to the next set of competition? A very difficult match indeed. Players return to the table. Table 1. Second game about to start. Joseph will start the serve. Level. First point taken by Israel Ackley of Ghana. That was good anticipation coming from Israel Ackley. He loops that ball with a follow-up shot, making it 2-0, he says. Good drive coming from Joseph Sabatindra. He takes that point. It's 2-1. Israel Ackley will serve again. What a balancing coming from Israel Ackley. That was a good forehand toss spin coming from him. It's 3-1, Joseph will serve. Good drop ball coming from Israel Ackley of Ghana. Joseph finding it difficult to read the spins coming from Israel Ackley. Nice exchanges by both parties, but Israel placement made it so easy for him to finish the game with a smash. That was a good backhand drive coming from Joseph Sabatindra of Uganda, the Ugandan champion in the African Hope Youth Championship. Hopes to make another mark in the under 15 category in the singles. Taking 2 points on a row, he serves again. Another disguise serve coming from Joseph Sabatindra. So he moved the score up again. It's 4-5. That was nice recovery coming from Israel Clay of Ghana. With a follow-up toss spin, he takes another point again. He moved the score up 6-4. There is massive improvement by both parties. Nothing beautiful than this. Joseph read the ball so well with a table loop. Joseph for towel break to regroup and assess himself. Israel demanding a change in score because that was, he believed it was an edge ball. Yes, that was an edge ball, a point for Israel Clay. He fought so well. So a nice point taken by Israel Clay of Ghana. He moved the score up. He says 5-9. That was a good drive coming from Joseph Sabatindira of Uganda. The score stands 6-9 in favor of Israel Clay, he says. What a top block coming from Israel Clay of Ghana. Joseph did all that he can, playing above himself, but unfortunately, wow, good placements, good backhand drive with a follow-up with forehand toss spin. A 10-7. Joseph needs to perform magic here. Another good drops. He drops the ball so well. Israel Clay of Ghana try to push the ball to the edge of the table to give him room for toss spin, but that couldn't materialize. He serves 10-8. Good exchange, good anticipation from Israel Clay of Ghana. It's 11-8. The second game also end again. So the first game was 12-10, second game 11-8. Israel Clay of Ghana leads 2-0 comfortably. What will the Ugandan coach do to change the game? So, his second game, they return to the table. So, Joseph starts over. Good serve coming from Joseph Sabatindira. She serves so well. This guy himself and takes that point. It's 2-1. Another point taken by Joseph Sabatindira. side back serve to the right side of the table. Joseph failed to read the ball well. He blew the ball to the net. It's a point against him. Another drop ball coming from Joseph. But unfortunately, he pushed the ball to the net. It's a point against him. Israel leveled the score 3-3. Joseph serve. Another forehand topspin coming from Israel clear of Ghana. That is 3 points on a row. A crucial game for him. If you want to proceed, then he may have to avoid a fourth game. It's 4-4. Israel will serve. A good forehand topspin coming from Israel of Ghana. Joseph will to block the ball well. There is something special about Israel Cleat forehand topspin. Joseph find it difficult to read the spins and block it to the table. And a superior advantage to Israel Cleat of Ghana. Good placement coming from Joseph Sabatindira. He moved the score up. He says 5-6. That was a rushed attack coming from Israel Cleat of Ghana. He underestimated the spins on the ball, went for power, and failed to land the ball. Joseph need to regroup. Israel Cleat need to have that composure. So a point was given to Joseph for wrong serve, but Israel bounced back to pick another serve and it's 7-7. An opportunity missed. A point for the opponent. Israel leveled the score again. It's 8-8. Lead ball is a good ball in the course of play, and it's a point for Joseph Sabatindira. Israel will serve 8-9. That is it. That is it. A good forehand defensive coming from Joseph. Joseph, on so many occasions, for to read the toss spins from Israel. By this time around, blocked the ball so well with a follow-up block again. It's 10-8 in favor of Joseph Sabatindira. What a block. What a block. What a block from the young star of Ghana. That is a win for Joseph Sabatindira. Fantastic loop with a follow-up drive. So it's 2-1, the main score. Israel Cleat of Ghana won the first match 12-10. Went ahead to win the second match 11-8. Joseph Sabatindira of Uganda have taken the lead. And the third game and won 11-9. Tactical instructions from both parties. They are with their coaches. What would Israel Cleat of Ghana need to do to win the fourth match? Can Uganda Joseph Sabatindira win the fourth match and move the game to a decider? The boys are not done yet. I've gotten the feedback from the officials that the game is best of 7. I stand to be corrected anyway, but I have been informed it's best of 7 encounter in the round of 16 for the boys under 15. Joseph have started so well, taking 3 points on a row, making it 3-0. Israel will serve. A point taking. Change serve. Joseph serve 1-3. It's 4-1. Good exchange it. Another good push. A good drop ball coming from Joseph. He wins out point and moves his score up. Joseph playing so well, playing above himself. Joseph is playing above himself today. He's come out of fearless in the round of 32 to 116. Every shot has more belief, more speed, more purpose. He serves again. He saves 3. A good serve coming from Joseph. His composure, excellent. He serves also 1 point. A ferocious forehand coming from Israel, clear of Ghana. He takes that point and moves the score up. It's 4-7. Israel serve again. It's a towel break for Israel, clear of Ghana. An interesting time break indeed, where players can think of what to do. Another point taken. Israel may need to drive that ball or drop it well. Another excellent serve coming from Joseph Sabatini. The composure from Joseph, excellent, and a good backhand drive coming from Joseph Sabatindira of Uganda. So it's 2-2. This is the ITTF African Youth Championship, Accra 2026, and the 15 boys singles, round of 16 best of 7. It's live from the Botiman Sports Complex, Accra. Francis Osumensa and the commentator. It's a game between Ghana and Uganda. What a battle between our Black Loopers Junior star and Joseph Sabatinera from Ghana. From Uganda. Both players have traded games and given everything so far. Joseph has been playing above himself and Ghana is feeding off the home crowd. We are now on break before the deciding game. The last 3 matches, depending on how it goes. Players return to the table. for the 5th game. The main score is 2-2. Israel begins serve. He starts so well, taking the first point. It's 1-1. That was a good defensive work coming from Israel of Ghana. Good reception coming from Israel. He takes that point and he serves 3-1. Nice exchanges from both parties. But Israel was the luckiest one, placing the ball so well. A time up by the coach of Joseph Sabatindira of Uganda. It's 4-1 and Israel leads comfortably. Definitely there should be change of game by Joseph if you want to progress to the next stage of the competition. Israel has returned to the table. Joseph, the Ugandan champion, also returns to the table. It's 4-1 and Israel serve. That was a missed opportunity by Israel of Ghana. Variations in spin. The forehand of Israel. Such a difficult one for Joseph to receive. Oh, that was a good serve from Joseph Sabatindira. The players just changed table, meaning that they are playing best of 5. And the stance now is 2-2. Meaning this particular game is a deciding game. And on the score is 5-4 in favor of Joseph Ackley. He sells 5-4. So that was a good shot serve coming from Joseph. Joseph serve 4-6. That was another spinny toss spin ball coming from Israel of Ghana. Israel lead 5-7. The pressure on this game. Joseph dropped the ball so well, preventing Israel from attacking. He drives the ball straight to the net. It's a point for Joseph. That was a good serve coming from Israel Ackley. He moved the score up again. A good serve coming from Joseph Sabatindira. He takes another point. Beautiful serve with good toss spin. A follow up at the backhand side of Israel Ackley. He takes 2 points on a row, and that is 8-8. Israel need to play more toss spin, having realized that Joseph failing to block those toss spin on his forehand. A good drop ball from Israel Klee. Joseph goes for a towel break. A little confused, if I must say. Very worried, but the coach, the Ugandan coach, telling him don't give up. The game is not over yet. You can do it. So it's 9-10. Israel Klee says 10-10. A good ball from Joseph Sabatindira. A book. A timeout from the Ghanaian coach Robert Amati. It's 2-2 in the round of 16. Table 1 and the 15 boys singles in the African Youth Championship. That was a good forehand toss spin coming from Israel Klee of Ghana. He leveled the scores again. That was a powerful drive coming from Joseph Sabatindira of Uganda. A missed opportunity. A missed opportunity. So it's 12-12. Israel Klee failed to topspin the ball so well. He missed that point. Serves again, 10-12 team. That is the end of the game. Joseph Sabatindira of Uganda progresses to the next stage of competition in the 1A stage. Joseph won the Under 12 Hope Challenge a week ago, and today he has defeated the captain of the Under 15 team, Israel Klee of Ghana. I am your commentator, Francis Owusu-Mensah. Stay tuned, we bring you more updates. Good afternoon. It's the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship, Accra 2026. Live from the Botiman Sports Complex. This is Francis Owusu-Mensah on commentary. We are set on table 1 for a big one of 16, Egypt versus Uganda. In the blue corner, blue and red corner, is Yara Al-Badawi. And taking on her, Jemima Nakawala of Uganda with Ashtop. I'm yet to know whether it's best of 5 or best of 7. But the match has already started. 2 talented young players on spot run. This should be a thriller. Jemima Nakawala playing so well. She is in the first game. She says 5-2. It's a lead ball. The error alerting Jemima the need to toss the ball at a certain backhand drive coming from Yara. Yara has taken another 2 points. She says 4-5. Powerful backhand topspin coming from Jemima of Uganda. Just a few minutes ago, the Saves Batinda won 3-2 in the under 15 category with the Ghanaian youngster Israel Clay. Mama might be motivated of Joseph Batindira. And with that performance from Joseph, that should be a motivating factor for her also to win. Let's see what happens. Egyptians carry the African champions in most of the categories. But the young player of Uganda in an interview said she hopes being 1-8 in this particular tournament. Now I was 8-6. Jemima looks a little confused with her service. The Empire adding points and Jemima has given, I think, 3 points just because of 40 service to the Egyptian player. In all this, she still leads comfortably. Jemima serves 10-8. She looks so calm. She looks so calm. That was a beautiful service coming from Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. So the first game just ended and she takes the game 11-8. A beautiful game. Nice exchanges by both parties. Egypt played against Uganda in the 1/16 stage of the under 19 singles. First win recorded for Jemima Nakawala. The Ugandan coach may have to have a little word with Jemima, especially on her serves, because she gave away 3 points. A 40 service coming from Jemima, 3 points. I must say that she's fortunate to have even went ahead to win this match. Correct serve will help her a lot, especially when they are in the knockout stages. Players return to the table for the second game. Jemima will begin the serve. Yara take the first game, starts over. Let's see what happens. That was a disguised serve, a side back serve coming from Jemima. Chain serve. A good push coming from Jemima Nakawala. She takes that point again. I like her composure, very calm. It's 2-2. Good drive, good placement on both. On her feet. The placement. She takes that point. It's 3-2 in favor of Yara. Nice exchanges. So there's a towel break for her to regroup, come back to the game. That was a good block coming from Yara. Good exchanges again. Jemima trying to push Yara, move her across the table. That was a counter brush coming from Jemima Nakawale of Uganda. Chain serve. That was a table loop coming from Yara of Egypt. She drives the ball so well, and Jemima tried countering the ball. Fortunately, moves the ball out of the table. A good push coming from Jemima. That was nice exchanges. A side toss spin coming from Jemima. Yara drive the ball over to the backhand side, and a change of placement helped a lot. Another good toss spin coming from Yara. They're playing close game. They are playing a very close game. Jemima takes that point. She serves 10-7. A good defensive work coming from Yara. Jemima will go for table break. She needs to regroup, pick a point and win this game. It's a signature to her game. Her backhand toss spin, unthinkable, of facing difficulties. About the performances of the Ugandan team and the Hope Challenge, they called it first for the boys, second for the girls. The stars now, they are playing so well, single event. And the main score now is 2-0. Jemima Nakawala of Uganda lead comfortably, 11-8 for the first game and also 11-8 for the second game. It's round of 16. It is the ITTF-African Youth Championship Accra 2026 at the Botiman Sports Complex in Accra. The under-19 girls singles, the round of 16. The third game just started, and Yara of Egypt started so well. She takes the first point. It's 1-0. A good push coming from Jemima Nakawala. An edge ball, a good ball of course. Yara playing above herself. She knows what it has to do. This is a knockout stage. At this point, you can't be playing this game all the time. And the placement might be perfect to give you more points. Nice exchanges, backhand drives, slow, powerful backhand drives from both parties, and it's a point for Jemima. She leveled the score 4-4. Good placement, good blocks coming from Jemima. So humble on the table, but wicked when it comes to the game. The future of the Uganda national team is bright. Another good block coming from Jemima Nakawala. Taking 3 points on a row. Another point by Jemima. Wow, that is a beautiful serve coming from Jemima. So it's 4-8. A drop ball from Jemima gives her points. Now all that Jemima needs to do is to keep placing the ball, pushing Yara to push, to move out of the table. That was a wonderful backhand drive coming from Yara. That good placement coming from Jemima, but a good block as well. Quick feet coming from is patient. Another good Yara. Can she stay focused, very composed, and level the score 10-10? A beautiful top spin coming from Yara. A beautiful top spin coming from Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. Best of. So another win for Uganda. Very, very composed. Her calmness, her top spin, her reflection is enough for her to win this battle. Of course, I believe there is a trust for Yara from Egypt. She has played so well from day one, and anything is possible at this moment. The fourth game about to start. Love all service coming from Jemima. A beautiful strokes. Nice exchanges. Nice exchanges. And that was a point for Jemima. She serves 1-0. Let's there was a little infringement. The umpire has been alerted by the referee. The umpire on duty has been totally removed. The manual score. So the game will begin. The main score is 3-0 in favor of Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. A good forehand toss spin, a slow one, but very spinny. Nice exchanges, points for Yara. There's nothing to hide anymore. There's nothing to hold anymore. Yara doing all that she can. If she fails to win this game, that is the end of the road for her. So she's playing all out, attacking every ball, and that was a good toss spin coming from her at the forehand side. The towel break for both players. They return to the table. Yara serve. So it's so clear. Yara doesn't want Jemima to begin any attack. She's trying to lock her up and begin every attack. That is so beautiful. Good placement coming from Yara. It's 3-0 in the main score, and she leads 5-3 in this game. Powerful smash coming from Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. She takes another point and it's 4-5. Beautiful confidence, beautiful backhand toss spin. It's 5-5. Fourth man change Yara serves. Nice exchanges. The game is not over yet. Yara taking a point. It's 6-5. That was a nice drive coming from Yara, but the block that came from Jemima was so well. Seizing all opportunities. That is a lead ball. So the strategy from Yara is so clear. try as much as we can to move Jemima across the length of the table. And that is what is helping Yara. Chain serve, she serves 7-7. Beautiful change of placement from Jemima. That was too far from the table. Two-point taking by Yara. Jemima will serve 9-7. Another toss spin from Yara. Best of 7. If she's able to win this game, then she can bear little pressure for Jemima. So Yara Al-Badawi wins the 4th match, 11-7. A wonderful performance from Yara. It is the ITTF-Africa Youth Championship Accra 2026 at the Boteman Sports Complex, Accra. It's the under-19 girls singles round of 16. The main score is 3-1 in favor of Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. The first game ended 11-8. Second game 11-8 also in favor of Jemima, and 11-7 as well for Jemima. The fourth game ended 11-7 in favor of Yara Al-Badawi of Egypt. Such a very difficult match. And Jemima Nakawala of Uganda play above herself and end this game. Point taking, world exchanges. That's a point for Yara of Egypt. It's 1-1. Yara serve. There is variation. Coming in. Another nice exchange from both parties. Jemima needs to focus, regroup, come out with a strategy. The Ugandan coach will have to look straight to his lenses and find a time to call out. That was good exchanges from both parties. Jemima Nakawala of Uganda defended so well and managed that point. Nice exchange. I'm just amazed. Footwear of the Egyptian player Yara Al-Badawi. Beautiful exchanges. Beautiful exchanges. I'm so much impressed. African Got Talent. The future of African table tennis is bright. The youngsters are giving it all. Another powerful toss spin coming from Jemima. Such a difficult game. It's 4-5. Another good defensive error coming from Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. She moved the score up. She serves 6-4. That was a good placement coming from Jemima Nakawala of Uganda. She leads comfortably after taking 3 points in succession. I must say that it's a good timeout from the coach of the Egyptian team to have a word with Yara El Dawi. There's no turning back. She can only have more to play if she's able to win this game. If not, that end. What can Yara do at this moment when Jemima leads comfortably? The ITTF and the 19 girls singles round of 16. Wonderful service with a beautiful top spin. She moved the score again. Jemima. So chain serve, Yara will serve 4-8. Drop balls coming from both parties. Yara attempted to drive the ball. It's on the net, a point against her. That was a good shot block coming from Jemima, but her follow-up was not too good for a point. So she serves 9-5. Good control from Jemima. She takes her points. She serves 10-5. A joyful news to all Ugandans watching this game live. Jemima in an interview said her target is to reach 1/8 of the under 19 singles, and she has done it 4-1, beating Yara of Egypt. It's the under 19 boys singles round of 16 ITTF-Africa Championship 2020, live from the Baltimore Sports Complex. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Francis Spencer on commentary. The action already on boys singles round of 16, representing Algeria. Zutini is Nigerian Matthew Obumi in the opening game, and it's tight. We just ended in favor of Matthew. Matthew is so long, and he wins the first match 11-7. Already Matthew return to the table. This is a round of 16 as already indicated. Players gradually moving into the medal zone. Matthew Fabumi is with light green. So Algerian star begins the serve. He takes the first serve. He serves again. What a powerful backhand topspin coming from the Algerian player. So Matthew takes his first point for this game. It's 1-2. A tricky serve coming from Matthew. He takes that point. He leveled the score to 2-2. What a miracle. What an exchange. What a rally. Matthew takes that point. Tomahawk serve, disguising himself, a beautiful serve. Two-point taking, 2.1 from his serve. Wonderful exchanges from both parties. The Algerian player utilized a point taken from his Matthew said beautiful game by for Matthew. Good pushes and up to high. His is for still 7-4 in favor of Jutini. A long side back serve to the right side of the table, creating problems. Algeria. This and applying the rules as a ITTF-Africa Youth Championship, where rallies and power a good push coming from the Algerian player. Left ball. So a good placement, but the ball was so high. Matthew read it so well. Okay, Mr. Follow up, a topspin giving him. In the course of the play, when the ball touches the net and goes smoothly or land perfectly on the table, it's a point. It's a point. So Matthew takes that point and moves his score up. Beautiful serve. The tomahawk serve is giving Matthew Fabumi some level of question for him to answer. Putin has taken 4 points through his tomahawk serve. It's working for him. Another hard push coming from Zutin of difficult to pronounce him. My best. I stand to be corrected anyway. That is the end of the second game. 11-9 in favor of Zutin of Algeria. I can see Matthew Fabumi complaining to his coach. He doesn't understand why he lost that game. He led so comfortably. But the player above himself. That's now it's 1-1. Best of 7 encounter. I'm just believing it. But I'm 100% sure there is the third game about to start. On the right side of umpire, Matthew begins level. He sells the ball out of the table. It was announced on the table. Unfortunately, it's a point against him. So a point against Matthew Fabumi. A 40 serve coming from him. Beautiful exchanges from both parties. That is all about table tennis. Reading the experience of your opponent. Moving for the length and breadth of the table. That was a tomahawk serve coming from Zutin of Algeria. And he takes that point. Wow. A beautiful backhand drive coming from the Algerian player. He moved the score up. It's 5-0 in favor of Zutin of Algeria. Another wonderful push coming from him. It was a beautiful game from Matthew in the first game, but lost control in the second game when he was expected to win. Now the Algerian player is playing so well. He leads so comfortably. Players are sometimes fond of giving points, especially when they are leading, forgetting that they are not done yet. That was a good topspin coming from Zutin. So he played the ball out the net again. Matthew will take another point. Matthew takes another point with his beautiful serve, chain serve. The Algerian younger star will serve. For 8 chain serve. That will break for both players. something that I find very important, especially when you are sweating and also when you want to regroup yourself. So they return to the table. He served for 8. That was a wonderful topspin coming from Matthew. A timeout by the Algerian coach. They need to utilize his lead. It was 8-3 and Martin was taking 2 points. So quickly there is a need to take a point. There is a need to regroup. Let's see what happens when they return to the table. It is the ITTF-African Youth Championship, Accra 2026 at the Botiman Sports Complex. The under 19 boys singles, round of 16. So that was a very important for the timeout. Zutin taking 2 points after the timeout. A beautiful timeout called by the coach of Zutin. 6-10. So Matthew utilizes his serve and take that point. He moved the score up. It's 7-10. A side back serve. Very beautiful one. Another beautiful serve with a topspin. A tie break again. Matthew needs to find his towel. Clear the sweat. In the game of table tennis, you can never play with water. And it's allowed once you are sweating to go for a towel. That was a gracious opportunity. A glorious opportunity, but a missed opportunity with a follow-up topspin coming from Matthew. He equalizes the score. It's now 10-10. What a block, what a defense. Matthew from women from Nigeria doing the unthinkable. Unbelievable block coming from him. He takes their points, move the score up 10-11. Powerful topspin coming from the Algerian player. He leveled the score again. It's 11-11. The third game in the best of 7 encounter round of 16. A defensive good work from the Algerian player. Good placements moves Matthew to the forehand side, brings him back to the backhand. And that is a point for him. Another forehand topspin coming from Matt. He leveled the scores again. It's 12. There's too much pressure in this game. Who wins this game? That was a powerful topspin. Generating power from his hips to the wrist. These players keep giving us surprising shots. Each player utilizing his serve. It's 13-13. Good drive, good power. That's not one of his signatures to his game. Matthew Fabumi. He just believe with one first one for no room to throw balls out in a knockout stage. Are required to play above themselves. I thought that he'll begin this with a drive, but unfortunately he preferred forehand out Two draws balls. The Algerian player anticipated for a long push. Unfortunately, I thought as much. Another way for me. 16-14 in favor of Matthew. The first the team of Algeria came back with 11-9 win, pushing the game to the third game and winning 16-14 for the third game. As I said, it's the best of 7 encounter, and they just ended the third game. Now it's 2-1 of Tifabumi. This is the time for coaches to push their players. So players return to the table with the fourth game. Zultin started so well. He leads 2-0. A good powerful toss spin coming from Mati. Up 1 point. It's 2-1. One toss spin. This guy's one of course with too many spins. 3-1. The tomahawk serve coming from the Algerian player is giving Matthew another beautiful rubber coming from a short side ball from Matthew, creating problems for the Algerian player. What a block. What a block from Matthew Fabumi. That's taking 2 points on the row. Beautiful. Spin serve coming from Zutin. He moves the score up. Unbelievable spin. Algerian player is over. Push. Footwork was so very high. Fast move the ball to spin side, preventing this goodness. 2 point taking. Matthew attacking everyone, creating problems, giving good table from the Nigerian player. You can't defend at the point in time. Yeah. All attacking players. And much expected. Another beautiful serve coming from Zultin. Yes, you need to motivate yourself. Beautiful. None is giving up. Good drive, good placement. Gives 1 point. Another good push for Matthew. The gap. 7. Zutin serve. Push coming from Matthew. It was a good attempt. Nigerian player, but unfortunately, he made. What a block! What a block from the Algerian player. Gave a toss spin, but the Egyptian player was so quick to block. He defended so well. Leveled the score 9-9. Another good serve coming from Martin Fabumi. Point again. Definitely, he's going to go to books. A card will be flagged and a mark or a point will be given to the Nigerian player when they return for the 5th game. Once the umpire's hand is up, there is an issue, and I can see her holding the card. The referee for this tournament had a discussion with the umpire as to whether it's a deserving means when a card is given after a game, so it's best of 7. Zutin of Algeria threw his racket away on the table. The umpire spotted it and was giving card. So what happens when they start the game? There is a break. In no time, the players will begin the 5th match, and Matthew begins. Led ball caught by the umpire. First serve taken. Good serve, of course. So no point. There is a call. There is a point given to Zutin of Algeria when the umpire won for and attempt to give a 47 again. A point is given. Good push coming from so it's 2-2 Matthew. Wonderful top spin coming from team of Algeria. Zoutin need to bounce back, play above himself. Deployed so many spins, variations in his game. If you lose this game, then he's out of the competition. That was a powerful top spin coming from Mati Fabuni of Nigeria. So it's a point in that level. The score to 3-3. That serve. The tomahawk serve is giving Matthew problem, but this time he receives so well and takes the point from there. A long push coming from Matthew. Unfortunately, it's out of the table. It's a point against him. Push coming from Zoutin of Algeria. He moved the score up again. Excellent serve coming from Matthew. Long push. He attempted to push the ball to the forehand side of Matthew Pumi, but unfortunately, he moves it out of the point against him. Chain serve. Towel break for the wonderful boy from Algeria. A time to think about the game, a time to change his game, change placement. A strategy that can push him to the game. The main score is 3-1. The fifth game. Zoutin asking why. Another 40 push coming from Zoutin, making it a little comfortable for Matthew of Nigeria. Then 5. That tomahawk serve coming from Zoutin, so beautiful. He has placed. I don't know if he has given up because the game is not just over. He just have to stay focused. Try to see if he can take another point. Is the of the 116 stage for Zoutin of Algeria. But Matthew will move to 1A stage. The final score 4-1 in favor of Matthew.